To have one guy play multiple characters, it's kind of a weird gimmick.
Hey guys, I'm doing a little coffee run for the office. You guys want a coffee?
Oh, no thank you.
Yes, I
Oh, I love it. Hey guys, Dennis Machina here. Thanks for hanging out today and reacting to another pitch meeting from Screen Rant. This is the Polar Express, and full transparency here, I literally just got done watching this movie, and it is Christmas, so I figured what better time than now to check it out and also to be able to enjoy this video a little more. I hope that I was able to retain enough of the movie to give an accurate opinion of what Ryan's saying and my own opinion of the movie as a whole. So before we get into it, though, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George. I'll leave a link to both those channels, along with a link to the original video in the description. And if you enjoy what I see your day, it means a world to me if you get that like button, some love, and subscribe for more daily reactions. Without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a Christmas movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. So it's gonna be about this little kid, right? And he's not so sure he believes in Santa Claus anymore.
Oh, very sad.
But when he gets into a stranger's vehicle in the middle of the night, his whole life's gonna change.
Oh, God.
No, in like a fun Christmas way.
Oh, okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, see, this train called the Polar Express shows up, and this conductor guy's like, all right, get on board, we're headed to the North Pole.
That's where Santa lives.
It is, yeah. So this hero boy's gonna get on the train, and he's gonna meet some of the other kids that are on there. There's this girl child, and there's this know-it-all kid who's just gonna be the worst character ever put to screen.
Oh, the worst?
Yeah, just the most annoying and arrogant kid you can imagine. People might try to attack the theater screens, to be honest.
Jeez.
Anyway, so then the
Yeah, because I'm sorry to interrupt here, but there were a few scenes during the movie where he was talking so fast, I swear they just sort of sped it up to make him sound more annoying.
conductor is gonna sing a song about hot chocolate while 8 men with identical faces pour some for all the kids.
Oh, is this a musical?
Occasionally, sure.
So what kind of stuff is he gonna sing about hot chocolate?
Not just the standard hot chocolate stuff like, you know, you should never ever let it cool.
You gotta let it cool a little bit.
No, you drink it scalding hot.
All right, I mean, you seem pretty passionate about this for some reason.
Yeah, so then the little girl wants to bring some boiling hot chocolate to this poor boy Billy who's sitting in another part of the train.
Right.
And so the conductor brings her there, right? But then Hero Boy finds her ticket and he's like, oh no, I gotta get this to her.
Okay, but she's like with the conductor, right? That doesn't seem like it would be a problem.
Well, we're gonna pretend like it's a problem, and then Hero Boy's gonna go to bring it to her, but it's gonna get caught in the wind.
Oh no, I guess?
Yeah, so then this ticket flies up into the air for a little bit, and then next to some wolves, and then picked up by an eagle who brings it over a waterfall. Then a baby eagle tries to eat it and spits it up, and so then it becomes a snowball. Then it hits the front of the train, then a hobo's face, and then back into the train car and stuck to a vent. It's gonna take several minutes.
Okay, so it's back in the train now.
It's back in the train now.
So what was that about?
Well, this is actually based on a kid's picture book that's like 30 pages long, so I gotta fill up the runtime somehow.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So now the conductor has randomly
Right.
decided to ask the girl for her ticket, but she doesn't have it. So he's like, okay, well, come with me, little girl.
Okay.
And that freaking know-it-all kid, he's like, you know, on the Polar Express, if somebody doesn't have their ticket, it's standard procedure to, you know, throw them off the back of the train.
Oh my God.
But then Hero Boy finds her ticket, and he's like, oh no, I gotta get this to her.
I feel like, didn't we just do this?
We did, we just did, but this time the boy's not gonna drop the ticket.
I see.
So he goes to the top of a moving train in a blizzard and has a conversation with a hobo up there.
What?
Yeah, there's a hobo up there. He's got a fire going. He's probably a ghost. He's probably dead. Who's to say, though?
Oh, what is going on?
I don't know. Things, for sure.
All right, I mean, yeah, okay.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I thought we could get Tom Hanks to play practically all these characters.
He really did! Oh my God, I thought when I was watching the movie that I was losing my mind, because you could hear his voice slightly in every single character. I'm like, wait a minute, is that really him voicing every single character? And it freaking was!
Yeah, just Tom Hanks, the whole dang thing.
Just have one guy play multiple characters? It's kind of a weird gimmick.
Hey guys, I'm doing a little coffee run for the office. You guys want a coffee?
Oh, no thank you.
Yes, I
Oh, I love it!
do. Scalding hot directly into my mouth.
What?
Don't you let it cool. Don't let it cool at all.
He seems to be into that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I figure it could be nice to have him play a bunch of characters because it kind of plays into the idea that maybe this whole thing is a dream.
Oh.
Except it's absolutely not a dream. I'll get to that later.
Oh, what?
Anyway, so then terrifying dead hobo Tom Hanks skis this little kid down the train before he gets absolutely crushed by a tunnel.
Oh, not getting crushed by a train tunnel is tight.
For sure.
Yes.
And then he finds the little girl, and it turns out she's just been put in charge of the train, so everything, everything's okay now.
Wow, so stuff is just kind of happening, huh?
It is, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
So then the train almost falls into a lake for a second, and the little boy and the little girl go talk to that poor kid, Billy.
Oh, they do?
And he actually sings a song, because sometimes this is a musical, remember?
Right.
Only sometimes.
He's singing about how Christmas doesn't work out for him, and Santa never goes to his place, and he doesn't get gifts or anything.
If Santa's real, why doesn't he bring this kid toys at Christmas?
Well, see, the thing is, this kid is visibly poor, right? So, that's kind of gross. Santa hates that.
Fair enough, so I guess it's going to be tough for them to cheer this kid up.
Yeah, that's pretty awful, and I just missed my cue here. Hold on.
Actually, it's going to be super
Super
easy.
easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, the little girl starts singing about how, no, actually, Christmas is terrific because kids get gifts. It's great.
The kid just said he doesn't get that stuff.
Yeah, well, somehow it cheers him up a bit.
Okay.
So hearing her say that is also like, oh, everyone gets gifts. Oh, okay, so I guess I'm just going to completely forget about everything I've been through up until this point.
Eventually they get to the North Pole, which is just a weird, hauntingly empty industrial city.
Very Christmassy.
Yeah, so they wander around this eerily empty place for quite some time, but eventually they end up in a massive crowd of elves, and they're freaking out because they're going to get to see Santa.
Don't they see him like every day?
Well, they're still pretty pumped about it, but then the boy, he can't see Santa, so he's like, well, what the heck? I can't see anything.
Okay.
And he picks up this little sleigh bell off the ground, and he can't even hear it ring when he shakes it.
Oh, how come?
Well, because he doesn't believe yet, That's his arc. He has to believe.
He's literally standing in the North Pole surrounded by elves.
Yeah, that's not cutting it for this kid. He's still like, maybe not.
Oh, very high standards.
But then he does hear it ring, and he gets to see terrifying Tom Hanks Santa Claus.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, and now...
I love that. Terrifying Tom Hanks Santa Claus. Beautiful.
It's time for Santa to give the first present of Christmas time, and he picks the hero boy to get the broken sleigh bell that he found on the floor.
Not the best gift.
Well, that's what the kid wanted, It's symbolic. Anyway, he immediately loses it.
Oh.
Yeah, kid had a hole in his pocket, so then he's all sad on the train ride home.
Wow, okay, yeah, no, that didn't work out at all.
So then the conductor drops him off, and he's like, one thing about trains, it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Of course it matters where the train's going.
Yes!
Yeah, definitely, of course, yeah.
What is this guy talking about?
I don't know, I just felt like I needed some kind of line there. Didn't give it a ton of thought.
Fair enough.
And then that hobo waves goodbye and turns to snow.
Oh yeah, what was all that about anyway?
Unclear, maybe this is all a dream.
But you said it's not.
It's not, no, because the next morning the kid opens up a gift and it's the bell he lost.
So, okay, so what
Don't think about it too much, I didn't.
Okay, I won't. So how are we going to shoot this movie? This sounds complicated.
Oh, well, I figure we could animate it, but make it fully motion captured. That's never been done before.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like technology's not quite there yet. Has the potential to be a little terrifying.
Yeah, but maybe in a fun Christmas way.
Might have a lot of dead-eyed characters and Uncanny Valley vibes.
Well, look, if it is too Uncanny Valley looking and people get a little freaked out of it, we won't do it again, We'll have learned our lesson.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Or maybe we'll do it again. I don't know.
What?
So it's like, oh, wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Christmas Carol, a horror film? So I did have this one thing I want to get into a little bit. One thing that Ryan did touch on a little bit, didn't really go further into detail on it, was that the main character was the cause of a lot of different things that ended up going wrong throughout this movie. Obviously, we saw with the main character trying to give the girl the ticket, and the ticket ended up flying away. If he just would have stayed in his seat, the girl would have been able to come back with the conductor, would have punched a hole in the ticket, and everything would have been fine. But from there, the girl got sent away, and then he ended up going after her, going up on top of the train, which, incredibly dangerous. What the hell are you doing? To meet up with whoever this freaking ghost or figment of his imagination, trying to tell him something, which was never really quite clear. And then we ended up finding the girl in the very beginning of the train, and a whole bunch of other shenanigans happens to where they almost crash, and then going even further so towards the end of the movie, where the kid who he was referenced as being poor was still just sort of chilling on the train because he was sort of like sulking a little bit about what was going on. And the girl and him went up to go after him, and going after him, his foot hit on the release that's separated a few of the carts away from each other, and then that caused a whole bunch of chaos to really get them to really explore more of what this whole entire North Pole was all about. And it was written in to sort of be like, okay, this is how we're going to tell more and more of the story, which in reality, it just makes the character look like a bit of a goofball, and really all of this is sort of happening because of him. And as we get closer to the end of the movie, obviously Santa gives him the bell to put into his pocket, but we saw a little earlier in the movie that there was already a hole in that pocket. So why is he putting the bell in the same pocket that he knows there is a hole there? Because obviously he's going to put it in there, and then he gets back on the train, and then he sees the hole there. Oh no, I lost the bell. So just so many things. He really is looking like a bit of a goofball, but fortunately, Santa being as powerful as he was, he just sort of like, here, I found it, here you go. And it was also really, really creepy how this guy is just gathering up all of these kids who don't believe, no matter, and then gives that line of, oh, no matter where the train's going, you just have to be sure to get on. No, you need to know where you're going. The whole point of getting on a train is to get to a particular destination that you want to go to. Because most people aren't going to get on a train and get off at some random stop, even though that is a thing. But you really should know where you're going before you actually get there. So those were just a few things that I wanted to bring up that I noticed. Granted, this is a kid's movie, and a kid is probably not going to be paying that much attention to what's going on. They're just really just going to be in awe of the movie because it's Christmas and it's Santa. And at that age, we're all about Christmas. We're all about Santa Claus. And I know I was when I was younger. So that will do it for this one. And before we go, I would like to give a huge shout out to all of my supporters on Patreon: Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, and Wolverine310. Thank you guys so much. And with that being said, comment down below and let me know what you thought about the Polar Express. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, if you want to see past reactions I've done to other pitch meetings, I got a nice playlist right up there full of videos for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, ring the notification bell because I put up new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys next time.